Hey, what's going on? Mike Lake here at 5 Lakes Garage, and today we're going to do something very simple, and we're going to show you how to preserve your brand new tires on your modified truck. Like I said, we are going to be checking out the tire pressure because we want these guys to last. We just picked up some brand new Yokohama Geolanders, and our Dynatrax. Our last set of tires basically put a big old cut in the sidewall where I can put my fist in there. You probably saw that on a short. So we picked these up, but I want to make sure that they are actually going to be running correctly. They're going to be wearing correctly. If you have too much air in there, the center section is actually going to be wearing out first. If you don't put enough air in there, like you're off-road all the time, the outside's going to wear out first. Go around corners, that type of thing. So what we're going to do is a very simple thing. You don't have to spend any money on it, and all you need is a water hose and gear to actually deflate your tires or inflate your tires. So the first thing we're actually going to do is get up off this ground because it's hurting my knee. All right, so I'm up off the ground now because I got bad knees. I'm getting old. But anyway, all we're really going to do is actually see where the tire is actually touching. Each tire is built a little bit different. Every vehicle is built a little bit different. There is a sticker on the inside of the door that actually should give you a rough estimate on what they should be. Now that sticker is only for like really stock tires. Now you can have extra weight on these things. You can have different suspension, different tire. You can have all different types of modifications to your truck that will actually have a factor in how much air pressure you're going to need. If I'm towing something, I'm going to put a little bit extra in the rear, mostly because you got that weight, it's going to squish it right back down. But hey, we're not towing right now, so we're going to find out exactly what we need for these type of tires to actually get a good even wear. And like I said, the only thing you're really going to need is a water hose, pavement, and a tire pressure gauge. Now right now I'm running about 33 to 34 psi all the way around. What we're going to do is actually going to wet the driveway a little bit, and we're going to be running over it, and then we're going to see on the other side where the tracks are. Is it skinny, is it wide, or whichever. It should also get the tire wet so you can actually see the wear on the tire. I mean, see the wetness on the tire to actually see. You want to make sure it is going all the way across. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to bump this down to maybe, I'm gonna take a guess, 28 to 29 psi. That seems a little bit low since my last ones were like at 35 to 38. But hey, let's get this guy rolling. There we go. Luckily it rained, so we do not have as many restrictions as we did not too long ago, because we're in a drought. So the driveway is nice and wet. I'm gonna run across, then we're gonna check out our tires. Alrighty, first thing I'm gonna do is actually look at the pavement. As you can see, I am not wide enough. And when you look at the tire, it's wet till you get about right there. And then it's dry, pretty much. So we're gonna take out some tire pressure and see what we're gonna actually get down to. Now in this particular case, I'm gonna use my inflation kit here. I do have a video out on this, so you wanna check that out. Alright, now this particular kit comes with a valve and 4 connectors with hose, so I'm gonna be doing all 4 at exactly the same time. Alrighty, so I do have my little valve here. I'm just gonna open her up because we want some air to come out. Now I went ahead and got one of the little cheaper ones. It's a little wielding with one hand. So we're just gonna let this go for a little bit. All right, right at about 30. Sorry. Now we're right about 32, so we're gonna let it go. Now I'm taking air out of all 4 tires at the same time. So this might actually take a minute. All right, so that's right at 30 psi. We're gonna go ahead and wet the concrete again. It's already dry again. So, and do the same thing. This time, let's see what we got. Well, first unhook your stuff, because it'll destroy. All right, we're down to about 30 PSI. Now, it's starting to dry really fast, but it was all the way out to the edge here. So right now we're at 30 PSI. I'm gonna drop it down another 1 to 2, right where my target that I was thinking. Actually back here, it's a little bit more noticeable since my water is drying really fast. It's a little bit warm out here. So anyway, I'm gonna drop it down a couple more PSI and see how that works. Once we get that done and we're happy where it's at, I'm gonna get it wet, go through the puddle, and then I'm gonna back up into the regular pavement and actually look at the actual pattern that it actually puts on the concrete. Now, some people actually use chalk for this. I'm just gonna use water because it's here and it's cheap and it's easy. And depending on, like I said, your vehicle setup, depends on what PSI you need for whatever tire you have. So yeah, let's go drop it down a pound or 2, maybe. All right, I think that might have done it. Let's take a look. I got my tape measure here. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. So we're looking at a roughly, what's that, 9 inches or so. Now let's look at the contact patch. We are looking at roughly, all right, hold on, 9 inches. That's right. All right, so we are going all the way across. That'd be nice if I had a camera crew. Anyway, well, let's take a look at the tire itself. It's already starting to evaporate a little bit because, hey, the sun is hitting this side. So that's something else you got to keep in mind, that the tire pressure on one side to the other might vary all the way up to like 5 PSI when you're out there in the sun. So try to do this pretty quickly. All right, so with my little kit right here, I have a little regulator, and I set this regulator to whatever I need this thing to be set at. So let's go take a quick tire pressure and find out exactly what we need to set that at. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have, what's that, 28? I think that's what I said initially. So anyway, if you guys are wanting to do this, if you got some new tires, you got your truck modified, you don't really have a baseline to go on, just go ahead and throw some water down on the concrete, drive it back and forth, do some measurements, do some tire pressure, just observe your tire itself. If it's dry on the edges, let some air out. If it's dry in the middle, which probably won't happen, but you can put some more air in. I would recommend to actually start above where you want it to be, only because it's a lot easier to just take it out, and it's a lot easier to see on the tire. Like I said, a lot of people use chalk, they use different little mats and that type of stuff. Those all work, but water's practically free. Could be. Find yourself a puddle, you don't have to pay for water. Anyway, take it easy, have fun, get your stuff right, especially on these modified stuff, because these tires are not cheap. Go ahead and preserve them as long as you can. I do need to go to URI and kind of break these guys in. I will have to address this in about another week or two. Actually, I put a lot of miles on this thing, and at that point it should start breaking in, but I gotta go. Later.